Thank you. All right, so let's deal with our lesson 2.2 and let's read our objectives first, right? What our goals are for lesson 2.2. Ready? All right. Hamzat, can you see it from there? Kindly read our 5 objectives. Go ahead.
In this section, we'll graph linear functions, write the equation for linear functions from the graph of a line, give the equations of two lines, determine whether the graphs are parallel or perpendicular, write the equation of a line parallel or perpendicular to the other line, and solve a system of linear equations.
Thank you. All right. So that's what our goal is for lesson 2.2. For this time, we will be dealing with graphing linear functions first, the first objective, right? And how do we deal with that one? We're going to answer this one. We are given graphs, okay? We are given equations, right? So which among, right, those equations would be the following graphs, right? So we're going to have some matching exercise in there. So let's read our how-to in here first, right? Let's read our step number 1, right? Jeremy, go ahead.
Okay, the y-intercept be as a starting point.
Thank you, right? So our start point, as much as we can, we want to get the y-intercept, okay? So let's answer in here. Let's try to answer number 34, right? So check on that one, number 34. It says in here, there we go. So we're answering number 34. Let's read the instruction first in here. What does it say? Corey, go ahead.
For the following exercise, match the given linear equation with this graph in figure 24.
Thank you, right? And again, we're answering number 34. First of all, what is our y-intercept for that? Negative 1/2 x minus 1, right? Where's the y-intercept? That's our start point. 0, negative 1. Very good, right? So this in here, right? That's our b or your y-intercept. And that's at 0, negative 1. Right? So we're going to start with that one. So where is that negative 1 y-intercept? It should be somewhere in here. We good? All right, so that's the start point. Okay, we start in there. Step number 2. Right, let's read step number 2. Jonathan, go ahead.
Draw a right triangle, rise the run to determine
The other point. Thank you. Right, so from the starting point, we're gonna draw a right triangle, right? And the right triangle they're considering will be dependent on the slope, right? The numerator will be the rise, right? If it's positive, you go up. If it's negative, you go down, right? The denominator will always go to the right because it's always going to be positive. Are we good? Right, so let's look in here. What is the slope? For this case, Michaela? Negative 1/2, right? So in that negative 1/2, therefore, this negative 1 is the rise, right? So rise of negative 1, that means what? So should we go up or go down? Go down 1 unit. We good? Right? And the 2 in here means what? Go to the right 2 units. Alright? So that's how we create our right triangle. Again, starting from that 1 point, the starting point, you go where? Down 1 unit. Good? Right? And 2 to the right. Okay? 1, 2. Right? So with that being said, I can also create a right triangle in there, right? Here we go. And that right triangle will give us the slope, right? So as you may notice in there, that slant line in there will be our slope already, and that's negative 1/2. Are we good? Got it? Okay. Are we good? Right. So with that being said, let's put it in here like such, right? So step number 2, that negative 1/2 means what? From the y-intercept, that's 0, negative 1, you go down 1 unit, okay, because of the negative 1, right? That means down, right? And from here, 2 to the right, okay? 2 to the right. Because this 2 in here means run 2 units to the right because it's positive. Are we good? And then after that, we're going to draw a right triangle out of that. And then, what do we do with that right triangle? Oops. Step number 3. Let's read step number 3. All right. Edward, go ahead. Connect.
Connect these 2 points with a line.
Yeah. Well, we just connected those 2 points already, right? So basically, what we just need to do is what? Extend it infinitely on both or opposite ends. Are we good? All right. So with that being said, what letter in here corresponds to that line, negative 1/2 x minus 1? Letter D, right? So as you notice in here, if you extend this one, this slope to the left, well, to the right first, and to the left, here it is. And therefore, that is letter D for number 34. Are we good? All right, so once again, that will be our how to graph linear equation given its equation. Once again, get the y-intercept as a starting point. Use the slope to determine your right triangle rise over run, right? Because, right, the numerator will always be the rise, either up or down, if it's positive or negative.